on this parable. Since the harvest, so it is related with this parable, which is the wheat and the tares. So nakakita na po ba kayo ng tares?
Huwag umiiyak.
Damo?
Lamon?
Pag titignan mo talaga yung damo, parang
Outside.
looks like wheat, hindi po ba? Pag sinama niyo sila sa wheat, hindi mo sila basta-basta ma-distinguish yung pagkakaiba nila. So, sino pong nakakaalam ng parable ng the wheat and the tares? Okay, sorry. Okay, so the parable of the wheat and the tares is found in the Matthew chapter 13, verses 24 to 30. It says here, another parable he put forth to them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while the man was slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. So, ito nga pong isang mabuting tao to, this good man sowed wheat. Na po? But apparently, habang siya po ay natutulog, this evil, but while the man is asleep, his enemy came and sowed what? He sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the grain had sprouted and produced a crop, then the tares also appeared. So the servants of the owner came and said to him, Sir, did you not sow good seed in your field? How then does it have tares? He said to them, An enemy has done this. The servants said to him, Do you want us then to go and gather them up? But he said, No, lest while you gather up the tares, you also uproot the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest, and on the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, First gather together the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into the barn. So, yung story na pagtanim nitong good man ng wheat, na habang siya natutulog, his enemy came and sowed tares. Na pagtubo nito, sabi ng mga tawanan, di ba po, yung wheat yung tinanim nyo, bakit mayroong tares dyan? So it was the enemy, sabi niya. So ano po bang gagawin natin? Tatabasin na po ba natin, tatagalin ba natin yung tares? Sabi ng lalaki, no. Kasi pag tinabas niya yan, masasama yung wheat. So therefore, let them grow together. And during the harvest time, let's separate them. Bundle the wheat and bundle the tares. At yung mga tares, pagsasama-samahin para sunugin. At ang mga wheat, gather into the barn. So yun po yung parable ng wheat and tare. So ngayon, nagtanong po itong mga disciples ni Jesus, yung question nila, na sino ba yung tare? Sino ba yung man? Sino yung wheat? So he answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, the good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. So here is the challenging call. Who has ears to hear, let him hear. When is the harvest? So yun po yung tanong para sa ating lahat. So when is the harvest? Kailan nga ba ang harvest? When? The question also was, are we on the wheat or are we on the tares? Let's continue on. Pero bago po tayo magpatuloy, let's bow our heads for a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, once again, Lord, we thank you for this wonderful day, for this opportunity to study your word, Lord. May open our hearts and minds as we accept the message for this morning, so that we may live according to your will. Thank you for your love and for your care for all these answering our prayer. This we ask in the loving name we pray. Amen. Jesus said, the harvest is the end of the world. So, yung tanong po sa atin, when is the end of the world? So, what is he talking about? So, the majority of Seventh-day Adventists believe that the harvest is when Jesus comes. So, yun po yung nilulook up natin na harvest. Pagdating ng Panginoon. Which is the second coming. But, Adventist doctrine highlights something else. Daniel 8 identifies the end of the world. So, hindi po pala yun yung harvest na tinatawag. Yung second coming, hindi po pala yun. So, kailan nga ba? The time of the end is from 1844 onward. So, gaya nga po na sabi ni Brother Leo kanina sa lesson na this 1844 was the greatest disappointment among the Seventh-day Adventists before that. They even almost reached the perfection during those times. Kasi they predicted that 1844 will be the second coming. But they predicted it right. It was actually the end of the world. But not the physical world, but God. Ano nga yun? So kagabi kasi habang pinag-aaralan namin ito, talagang masinsinang aral talaga yung ginawa namin dito habang si Brother Leomar nagbabasa ng Spirit of Prophecy. Habang inaaral ko din po ito, nagkaroon po kami ng discussion na so, end of the world na yung 1844. So, ibig sabihin, we were judged during that time. Start na ng judgment. So, it's not literally the end of the world, but they predicted it right. Because yung 1844 is the end of 2,300 days. So, ano yung basis natin ng 2,300 days? So, pinag-aaralan namin yun na yung basis po ng 2,300 days, nag-start siya sa pag-rebuild ng Jerusalem. So, start on up to 1844, same day autumn din ng October 22nd, 1844. Then, that is the time that Jesus
went to the most
holy place, which we call start of the Investigative Judgement. So, therefore, it is correct that the end of the world started at the year of 1844 onward. So, how or why so? So, there's a lot of questions already. The time of the end, 1844 onward, is addressed, and it is a period in which people are going to be sorted out. So, at that time, people are being sorted out already. So, these are the wheat, these are the tares. Daniel 11:35, some of them understanding shall fall, to try them and to purge and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed. So, sabi dito, some of them understanding shall fall, because many of those people who believe that that's second coming of Jesus no 1844, marami sa kanila ay nag-backslide. Although some retain their faith, so doon po nakita yung pag-sort out ng mga Adventists during that time. Doon talaga sila nahati ba? So, and some of them understanding shall fall, to try them and to purge and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed. Daniel 12 verse 9, and he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do the wicked deed, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. So therefore, during that time, judgment, 1844 onwards, people are already sorted out. Now, yung mga wicked, afterwards they shall do wickedly. And those who are wise shall understand. Sabi dito sa Daniel 12 verse 9. So the time of the end, 1844 onward, is addressed, and it is period in which people are going to be sorted out. So, Revelation chapter 7 verse 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. So this one is these angels are ano po yung mga angels? Sila yung reapers. Ano po? Sila yung reapers sa harvest na mangyayari. And note it says we, so plural. The angel has the seal is identified in the book of early writings. He is the one that says we, so there are others beside him at the work. I then saw the third angel, said my accompanying angel. Fearful is his work, awful is his mission. He is the angel that is to select the wheat from the tares, and seal or bind the wheat for heavenly garner. This thing should engross the whole mind, the whole attention. So the work of these angels, sila po yung nagsisil. Ano tawag ito? The work of the 3 angels. Sila po yung nagsisil kung ano ka ba, tear ka ba, or wheat ka ba. So, fearful is his work and awful is his mission nga. Sabi nga po dito. Dahil sila po yung nag-sort out. So the angel that is to seal the one says to the 4 angels, hold the winds of strife until we have sealed the servants of God. Is the angel that binds for the heavenly garner. The sealing is equated with the harvest. Here are the messages of 3 angels. So ito nga po yung message ng 3 angels. The time of the end is from 1844 onwards. The angels who are the reapers and the wheat and the tares need to be differentiated. So during that time, 1844, angels, they started the 3 angels' messages kung saan sila po yung nagsisil. Sila po yung nagsusort out. 1844 onwards. Ano po? So the sealing is equated with the harvest. So yung sealing po, tandaan po natin, is equated with the harvest. Once we are sealed, you are the Son of God, you're among the wheat and you're among the tares, we are already being judged. Ano? So Matthew 13 verse 27 says, so the servants of the householder came and said, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, an enemy hath done this. The servant unto him, what thou then wilt go and gather them up? But he said, no. Lest while you gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. So did you notice both the wheat and tares grow together until the harvest? So, hindi po muna pina-harvest yun ng Panginoon. Pina-grow together. They are so close together that if you pull one up, you pull up the other with it. So don't separate. Let them grow together. So the harvest is since 1844, since the angels started their work. Both grow together. So what does it mean for the children of the wicked one and the children of the kingdom to grow together? So they both come to the harvest time and reveal fruits, so separation can take place. So sabi po ni Ellen G. White, she could hardly sleep when she wrote this Elder Haskell. She was praying earnestly na nung time na po na sinulat ni Ellen G. White, that time has already begun the end, the judgment day. So, hindi po siya makatulog nung habang sinusulat niya po itong writings na to. Mababasa po natin ito sa early writings na po ni Ellen G. White. During the night season, I devoted some time prayer. For it seemed to me that if there was ever a time when we needed to watch and pray continually, it is now. So, imagine niyo po panahon pa po ito ni Ellen G. White. And since then, she's been worrying. Because if there was a time when we needed to watch and pray continually, it is now. The Lord is soon to come and the end of all things is at hand. The watchman should be wide awake now and see eye to eye. Solemnity should be upon us all. There are two classes in our world: the obedient and the disobedient. Everyone will reveal the character of the bundle which he is binding himself. The wheat is being bound up for the heavenly garner. These are the true people of God, are now bound up for the heavenly man. Are now pulling apart, and tares are being bound in boundless, ready to burn. Decided positions will be taken. The Lord in great mercy has sent messages of warning to them, but they would not listen to reproof. Like the enemy who rebelled in heaven, they do not like to hear, do not correct the wrong they have done, but come accusers, declaring themselves misused and unappreciated. So yun po yung problem natin na the mercy of the Lord, He sent everything proof, but still other peoples are withdrawing, they still rebel. Like Satan yung mismo sa langit, nag-rebel siya. Ano pa kayang tayong tao dito sa lupa makasalanan? Since we are here in the world na makasalanan, paano pa kaya tayo? Do not correct the wrong they have done, but become accusers. So, if kinorek pa natin sila, parang galit sila pa yung galit, and they were misused and unappreciated. They will grow up together under circumstances. As they grow up together, they became hotter and hotter like summertime. Each one will reveal their character. So sabi nga po, diba, kasamang lalago yung wheat at yung tare, which we cannot really distinguish habang sila ay tumutubo. Pero as yung dumating na yung summertime, doon po natin makikita yung real character ng bawat isa. As they will reveal their true character. Circumstances open up the character decision of every human being. Decided positions will be taken. People who have indulged their minds when reproof and counsel is represented. These minds consider his fault when reproof and counsel is presented. These minds consider it fault-finding. They consider it taking away their freedom, binding and estranging them. They react to the messages of the angels correcting them, and they turn around like the enemy in heaven, and do not like to hear, but declaring them accusers, and that they are misused. So, when this time comes, yung summertime nga po, para sa tare and wheat, dito natin makikita yung totoong character ng bawat isa. At dito tayo mag-decide which side are we belong. So those who indulge their minds when reproof and counsel is represented, those are the people of the wicked. Sila po yung mga tares. If we are wheat, the fruit of the wheat will become manifest. If we are tares, the fruit is something little. So yung prutas daw po na itong tares, maliliit na kahit pag nakita niyo po sila kahit umulan, hindi daw sila magsiswell. Hindi kagaya ng wheat. The latter rain doesn't swell that grain. They are small. They look so similar as they are growing, but the character growth becomes revealed in the harvest. It has to do with growth that varied circumstances come upon them, revealing if they are tares or not. We are living in that time. Fearful is this angel's work. Awful is his mission. We are living in awful times. So, since the message of the three angels messages are really upon us, their work